Good evening, everyone. This is Casual Leanne here. We're going to be looking at the Raw Talk review from October 3rd, 2022. So, if you guys are new to the channel, excuse me, welcome as always. Feel free to hit the like button, share this video, comment on it, subscribe. That's how the channel grows. So, it really helps when you are able to do that. Um, feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Oh, I'm so happy to be back, and I hope that there will be some folks who will tune in and give some love in the live chats. So this was the Go Home Raw for Extreme Rules, which I was very happy about after being a week removed from my last stream or what have you. It was nice to actually be able to go back and look. So yeah, Go Home Raw for Extreme Rules. The show itself had some highs and lows. We'll see if Raw Talk actually responded in kind. And now that I mentioned that, a piece of admin as well. So you might notice that Raw Talk or Talking Smack, SmackDown Lowdown, all of these don't talk about like every single tiny thing that happened on Raw or SmackDown, and that's fine. It's a 30-minute show tops. You can't do that. But since I review that post show, I tend to talk about what they've talked about. But if there's something else in the show itself that you found interesting that you want to talk about, like put it in the live chat and we'll talk about that too. Because yeah, sometimes there are things I just don't get to, or things that I omit, following the notes from Raw Talk. So, or SmackDown Lowdown. But yeah, let me know. Also, stay tuned for the Extreme Rules predictions video that's going to be coming out pretty soon. You all get to see what I'm actually thinking in terms of who's going to win, who's going to lose their title, who's getting beat down, who's getting double crossed. You'll get to see all of that. But okay. So they give us our first replay. It's about Rey Mysterio being flattened by, I call her the white she devil of Judgment Day, to Dominic's undercover brother, Rhea Ripley. She's teeing and whispering in Dom's ear, trying to get him to do all these terrible things, say these awful things about his dad, which can't wait to see that blow up into a nice father son feud. Hello, Mr. Joe Mama. It's good to see you back too. It's it's crazy because like it was so much fun, like the idea of things being so different now that McMahon's left. But like it's almost like now he's kind of hit this plateau. It's like the show is better than it was, but like that's it. Like now that we've hit that upper level, we're not going any further. It's like they were failing. They were about to be held back. Now they pulled themselves up to being a C student. All right, we good. No need for B's or A's or anything like that. Yeah, I cannot. I hate to admit it, but Roman's what brings them in, and we will probably see that with the season premiere. They've been hitting that hard. This idea of the season premiere of Raw, SmackDown as well. Yeah, that and it won't be just because, or it won't be because of, all of these other important things that are going on. It's going to be because of Roman, because people know that Roman is coming, and that's why we're going to get the bump with the 2 season premieres. Yeah, it's definitely WCW 2000. It's sad, to be honest. Well, it might not. Well, I won't say it might not be as bad as WCW in the fact that it's going under. But as far as like complacency with the material goes, and it being right, right now, it's kind of flat. Um, but yeah, they show all that thing with Rhea Ripley. Ray gets distracted in his tag team match. He's supposed to be teaming with AJ Styles. He gets beat down. AJ Styles loses the match. But we see the first interview segment. Sarah Schreiber is with the Judgment Day. They love featuring the Judgment Day. You see them on Raw Talk like every other week now. And one of the most fascinating things that's going on right now, they need to be on there. But let's see. Sarah Schreiber, she's asking about Finn Balor, the fact that Edge says he is not about to quit because they've got this I Quit match coming up. And Finn kind of round robins the whole group, right? He's points at Reese like, what did Edge do in 2020? I mean, 2011. Wait, said Dominic, hey, what did Edge do in 2011? I said, Damien, what did Edge do in 2011? My Irish accent's terrible. But the point is, he quit. He's already quit. There's no need to saying that he's not going to quit. He's done it. I don't have to make him quit, but I am. He's going to quit again at Extreme Rules. It says, Finn don't sit. Finn don't quit. At Extreme Rules, he's going to beat Edge so bad, he's going to wish he would have quit again a long time ago. So it was more entertaining than I've seen Finn be in a little while. I think the Judgment Day kind of bolsters everyone around them, or the profile of everyone around them. I've heard some outlets refer to him as Penn Balor just because of all the junk he does, all the jobs. Like, it's sad, but you need Edge to maintain that next level status. He needs to remain a legend for right now. Whether we see that play out at Extreme Rules, another matter entirely. You have to see the predictions for that. But they asked Booker T for his opinion, and upon hearing this promo from Balor, he's got some words, and he's in his $1 million tailored dress suit. It's one of those high quality ones that's like all like slick looking. I don't know what it's called, but he calls Judgment Day a vortex, right? A Category 5 storm. You can't get out of it until it stops. Edge feels responsible for this because he created the Judgment Day. He's calling them something about mayhem, destruction, and all of this starts at Extreme Rules, and he feels sorry for Edge. Sorry for him. Now, this is one legend to another. I think he's probably doing this to talk them up a little bit. They need it. Yeah. I mean, I'm inclined to agree to a certain extent. You don't want Edge to lose too much because then he kind of loses his gatekeeper status after that. Like, you don't. Once he starts losing for people, how do I put it? Once he starts losing for others, you don't want there to be no clout to it. He doesn't need to be a Jeff Hardy. So he's got to win some too, but then the Judgment Day, they need some good wins too. They've been getting them lately, but yeah, it's a difficult balance to strike, to be honest. But yeah, Booker T's like, he's about to get smashed. Jackie Redmond, she's heartbroken over Dominic, saying that, saying, Huffy, I hate you. She is very sad about this. And Booker offers that, we don't know what their relationship might be. Kind of reminds me of like Charlotte Flair and Ric Flair on Ride Along. I don't have, has anyone ever seen Ride Along, that show, before? There was definitely an episode with Charlotte and Ric Flair in the car, and he's just so surly and like grumpy grandpa mood, like too funny. But it makes you wonder, like, what is their relationship really like? Then again, he may have just been an older man who was tired. But after some ads, we get footage of Austin Theory interfering in the Otis Johnny Gargano one-on-one match. Otis needed this win, so I'm glad he got it. The Alpha Academy, their profile needs it too. While Theory was on commentary, he brought up something kind of interesting, though. He just very casually kind of slipped it in there, but he mentions the All Day Academy. I'm intrigued by this prospect. Like, what is the All Day Academy? Like, is it going to be Austin Theory and Chad Gable sharing the master status? And is that something that would like make Otis jealous? Like, who would he recruit in a situation like that? Like, and I like their whole dynamic, like Austin Theory and Alpha Academy, like they're great heels. I'm digging Austin Theory's progression out of just the Sophie thing. So I'm like, the All Day Academy. Okay, keep my eyes on that. Kevin Patrick is with Johnny Gargano. I don't know if this is a parlor trick he was doing, but he was actively making his jaw click. Like, you could hear it. And it was crazy. It sounded like his jaw was gonna fall off, like any moment. I don't think it was like an effect thing either. Like, I think his jaw was actually clicking. But he talks about, that kind of being a symbol of what was going on this week, this night. He lost in the ring. That makes him just one step further away from achieving his dreams. But he notices that Austin is triggered by Johnny Gargano. He was the youngest Mr. Money in the Bank. He was the youngest U.S. champion. That's who he was before Gargano showed up. But now, in NXT, he was just Johnny Gargano's lackey. And since they're about to be in Philadelphia, he says this is the place where he wrestled his first NXT takeover, where he won his first NXT championship. He's going to remind everyone of the fact that he's always going to be Johnny Gargano's lackey. And so, I mean, this was all right. Matt Camp compares his dress shirt, or whoever's dress shirt was hanging on the back of the locker room. He compares it, or the way he's dressing, to Bobby Lashley. I didn't peg him as a comedian, but if you think you're dressing like Bobby Lashley, you must be. I mean, no offense to Matt Camp, but yeah, Bobby Lashley, it's just out of your league, just by leaps and bounds. But Gargano, like, I got mixed emotions about him right now, because anytime he's in the ring, I'm really digging him. But I'm sick of him bringing up the NXT stuff. Like, hype up who you are now, what you're going to do, how you're going to be about it. I don't care about NXT from 7 years ago. I'm sorry. I don't. I know that's an unpopular opinion, because NXT was fantastic and they're going back to that aesthetic, the whole nine. But as far as NXT, like, whenever it was, 2016, 2017, I don't know how important that is right now. But he was more entertaining with it than he was the last time he was on Raw Talk and was talking about all that. So, uh, yeah, I'm enjoying his wrestling, but I'm hoping the more history he builds on the main roster, the less he'll have to lean on NXT. That's my hope, at least. I can't determine that icon. I don't think it's coming out on my screen right. Um, I'm not sure about NXT at the moment. I just, yeah, I know they're trying to recapture kind of that golden era magic. Oh, trash. Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know that it's trash. All I can go by is what I've heard in recent years, that it hasn't been fantastic, but we'll see how, as he continues to change stuff. But after Gargano, they do like the pull apart pinwheel of damage control, settling on Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. They were like some angry bees, let me tell you. Io Sky won her one-on-one match against Alexa. That needed to happen too. And after their beatdown of Los Tres baby faces, there was the visual of Bailey, Io, and Dakota Kai, perched atop this ladder. Bailey, on the top, and Io and Dakota on either side of her. And they're kind of floating above, the bodies of Belair, Asuka, and Bliss. Uh, they got the right balance. This was like enough damage control. They were in Raw a lot, and their storyline got furthered quite a bit. So we didn't need them on Raw Talk, and I was glad they weren't there. But that visual that was needed. I'm wondering if it's the standing tall moment that means that Bianca may be retaining, but I'm not sure. They're looking to push damage control hard. So, is it time to take the title off of Belair? Like, let me know, because I don't know. I'm a bit mixed on that opinion as well. One side of me is like, Belair can be champion forever, as far as I'm concerned. But then I realized that other groups, the division as a whole, has to be built. So, one person can't be champion for an eternity. You got to change things up. But after more ads, we get some excerpts from the face to face, Rollins versus Riddle, but no contact. They can't touch each other, even though Seth Rollins kind of subverts that a little bit, knocks the original bros cap off. I mean, it would be nice if she didn't. But I'm biased in that regard. I love Bianca. So, but yeah. Rollins attempted to get back some of that magic of like the side by side. Again, he's bringing in the stuff about Riddle's family. He's talking about how, he's not going to put that match in danger because he needs the money, because child support is very expensive right now. And it's better served for this in terms of character development. And Riddle gets in a little bit too. He's firing back with the comments on, oh, when was the last time that you had a championship? Oh, that's right. The last time you tried, Roman Reigns choked you out. Oh yeah. When was the last time you main evented WrestleMania? Oh, you haven't, uh but your wife Becky has, like, really, like, twisting the knife. It wasn't as magical as the first, as the side by side. There was something about that was kind of once in a lifetime, but this was still really good though. It was. Um, I it's gonna be a good match, no matter who ends up winning. Like, and I need to go back and watch the fight pit matches. And I was so glad that they did the video package, because everybody may not be familiar with fight pit. So we need to see what that actually looks like, what that entails. They had some nice clips in, and a lot of them involved Riddle, of like people just in the fight pit. What does this mean? Talking up the structure itself, how brutal, how dangerous it is. That stuff is needed. That way, the more casual fans, casual, see how I slipped that in there? The more casual fans are able to get excited about it, like the people who know better. And everybody's able to enjoy it because of that. They're able to get that hype, that anticipation of it. Um, yeah. Uh, After they're trading back some rhetorical jabs, the Cormier video starts rolling. You can tell he's reading it. It was about as canned as, the canned bread on Futurama. I thought it drug the segment down a little bit, because you could tell there was no, like, actual interaction. And it's like, come on, y'all are WWE. You couldn't have him, like, come in on a stream or something like that. Literally a recorded video, looks like it was done like at his home office or something like that, and they just hit play. It felt a little bit lazy, if I'm being honest. But we get some more ads and excerpts. Oh, sorry. No, we don't. We go to the Kevin Patrick, uh, Matt Riddle segment. My apologies for that. Uh, he's like, I don't like Seth. Seth doesn't like me. I'm going to beat the crap out of him. Cormier's going to raise my hand in victory. Dude's a legend, a two-time champion. All the balance of the, stoner attitude, but like anger at the same time. Kevin Patrick asks what the fight pit is like. He says it's a beautiful, amazing thing for me, but for Seth, it's going to be his worst nightmare. And at the end of the night, the fans are going to be singing, bro. He's really trying to get that chant over. He's just committed enough to make it happen. I'm kind of like, what is bro? But all right, it's fine. People pick it up. They get to the right town. Somebody will get it going. Matt was a good choice for the final segment of the show. For the stars that were part of Raw Talk, Riddle, Gargano, Judgment Day, you would have thought it would have been a little more fun, though. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Is fun. But I'm wondering where this flag of mediocrity will stop rising. We were talking about plateauing earlier on in the stream. I'm not sure what fixes it with these post shows either. Like, if there's more plot involvement, if more people are involved, if there are interruptions. I don't know what fixes it, but it just feels just a little stagnant at the moment. And it makes it a little harder to watch, which I don't want out of the post shows. Maybe they need more White Rabbit stuff. Like, I don't know. Or Dexter Lumis singing Miz a lullaby while Scarlett and Karrion Kross bone to the sound of Seth Rollins' music being sung by the audience, conducted by Finn Balor. I don't know. They need some crazy stuff that liven up the post show some kind of way. It was an average episode. I thought 3 out of 5. But let me know what you all thought in the comments. As always, I really appreciate you all looking at the stream. Again, stay tuned for the Extreme Rules predictions video. And during Extreme Rules, during Extreme Rules, I'll keep an eye on the video. So, like, you can comment kind of what your predictions were, what you think about each match, that sort of thing. Yeah, I tend not to do live reactions, but I'm always keeping an eye on the predictions videos to see what you all are saying. But again, thank you all. As always, I really appreciate it. Hope you got something out of the stream, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.